There's nothing mystical or magical really about it. We all go through states of hypnosis throughout the day. If you've ever watched a movie and started laughing or crying, that is also a state of hypnosis.
Yeah.
So hypnosis is very powerful. And again, it's just a very deep relaxation and something people could do. I often work with clients to do self hypnosis and teach them self hypnosis techniques that they find very effective as well. So it's a very similar brainwave state to meditation.
Have you ever felt like something in your life keeps repeating, whether it's fear, grief, relationship patterns, or emotional blocks, and no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to break free from them? Sometimes the answer is hidden deeper in the subconscious. It could even be connected to your soul memories beyond this lifetime. So welcome back to Radiomedium Spirit Reboot series. Today I'm joined by Mark Gerlach, hypnotherapist, past life regressionist, who helps people access the subconscious mind to create healing, clarity, and lasting transformation. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you so much for having me, Laura.
Well, I appreciate you here talking about hypnosis, and it's such a powerful place for healing. Why the subconscious? Why do we begin there?
Well, the subconscious is the vast ocean of the mind. About 90% of the mind is subconscious. So often we want to make a change and we find some resistance to the change we want to make. And often we're using our conscious mind to try to make that change. So hypnosis goes into the subconscious to help make that change. So you have 100% of your mind working together to help you make the changes you want to make. And just to demystify hypnosis a bit, it's just a very deep relaxation. Many people see hypnosis in movies and television, and so they have a certain idea of what hypnosis might be. They think it's something maybe malevolent, or they would do or say something they wouldn't otherwise do or say, and that's really a big misconception about hypnosis and hypnotherapy. All hypnosis really is a very deep relaxation to help you access the subconscious mind, to help you make the changes you want to make, and it's really about gaining control to make those changes, not about losing it. So it's a very powerful tool.
Can you explain what it really is and how people can shift their habits, emotional patterns, and even deep-rooted fear?
So what I do is clinical hypnosis, and it's much different than stage hypnosis. Stage hypnosis is its own form of hypnosis, and that's done for entertainment purposes. So what I do is exactly what you just said, is to help people gain control of the things they want to change, to bring more joy and happiness into their lives. When you're in a state of hypnosis, it's just a very deep relaxation. It's a similar brainwave state as meditation, a theta wave brain state. It's somewhere and so in that very relaxed state, you could access the subconscious and speak to it and add positive suggestions that, again, help you make those changes. There's nothing mystical or magical really about it. We all go through states of hypnosis throughout the day. If you've ever watched a movie and started laughing or crying, that is also a state of hypnosis.
Yeah.
So hypnosis is very powerful. And again, it's just a very deep relaxation and something people could do. I often work with clients to do self hypnosis and teach them self hypnosis techniques that they find very effective as well. So it's a very similar brainwave state to meditation. If any of your listeners have experienced meditation, they meditate, they know what that feels like. It's something similar. You're aware of all the sounds around you. You hear the outside sounds. Mind could possibly wander and does wander. And so all those things happen. And so you're aware of all that.
I love this topic. I'm into it as well. So what inspired you personally to explore hypnotherapy and past life regression?
I think selfishly, probably in the beginning, to make changes in my own life
Yeah.
and to explore what was out there to help myself.
Yeah.
And then I found it to be very effective, and helping others with these techniques is something that very meaningful for me. As I had mentioned before we started recording, most of my career, I worked as a reporter and a journalist and an editor. And so I'm more of a logical person. I always work with facts. And there's so much university research on hypnosis. It's something that's been studied a lot. So for pretty much anything imaginable, there's some study that exists pertaining to people that, trial groups that used hypnosis and those that didn't. And almost always the hypnosis is effective.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
mhm.
So many people today are seeking psychic readings, mediumship sessions, spiritual guidance because they feel something deeper is trying to get their attention, right? So
100%.
why do you think hypnosis, past life regression are especially important with people dealing with anxiety, emotional trauma, or even feeling emotionally, spiritually stuck?
I think this is my feeling, is that the subconscious mind is the realm of infinite possibility. It's the realm that connects us all. It's the realm of infinite intelligence. And when you access hypnosis in that way, it's very similar to meditation. People that meditated for a long time, you will experience certain heightened consciousness. I think when you tap into that realm, that also the realm of sleep and dreams and the meaning of dreams, the subconscious mind generally doesn't speak in logical ways. It'll speak in numbers, it'll speak in colors, it'll speak in synchronicities, it'll speak in the language of dreams,
Yeah, I was just going to say.
visions.
Hmm.
Yeah. So exploring that is very powerful. It's very powerful. And also just being aware of the synchronicities in our lives. Sometimes the universe is communicating with us all the time. You see a message on a bus or even maybe some spray painted graffiti. I just want to be conscious of time. But just a quick story is I was on the beach and just having a very down state of mind. And I looked out at the ocean, kind of prayed for a sign. And as I turned around, written in the seawall and seashells was just a heart. And then it said self, like love yourself.
Love yourself. Yeah.
And it was just the perfect message at the perfect time. And I kind of prayed for a message and it was literally right there. I didn't see that when I walked on the beach. It was right behind me the whole time. So just being aware of the messages that the universe is constantly giving us and just being attuned to that is also very powerful.
Wonderful. Let's give our listeners something they can try today at home. What's a
Sure.
simple self-hypnosis technique
Yeah.
that will help them calm themselves you might have in your back pocket?
Yeah. So just relaxing the body and the mind in and of itself is very therapeutic. We're so used to bustling around in our hectic day to day schedule. So just sitting in a comfortable place, taking a couple deep breaths and letting your eyes close, and then just focusing on relaxing the body from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. Just relax every part of the body, the crown of the head, your forehead, cheeks, jaw, neck muscles, all the way down to your toes. And then once you do that, if you could imagine a staircase with 10 stairs, very safely and slowly walking down that staircase. And imagine when you got to zero, you go from 10 to zero, all the way to the bottom of the staircase. You could imagine one of two scenarios I think are effective. One would be a library. And in this library is all the books of your life, every emotion, every relationship, every situation. And you could sort of edit it. You could remove books, you could add books to your library. So those books that you would add would be the positive suggestions that you want to make. And it's important too, I should have mentioned, to write down a couple positive suggestions that you would like to work on before you begin this journey. That's an important step. It's yours to work with as you wish, and you could access these places anytime you choose. And anyone who's listening, if they want to send me an email, I could send them a script that they could follow along with if that would be helpful.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
seeing it
wonderful.
and reading it will
Yeah.
help you follow along.
How do you tell your clients the difference
Mm.
between imagination and true subconscious insight?
My personal belief is that whatever the subconscious is showing you, it's showing you for a reason. And
Yes.
so it's not really so much important to dwell on, is this really my past life or not, as much as it is to say, well, this is what my subconscious feels that is important to bring to the surface for this presenting issue. I think the most important thing that I tell my clients is to trust their subconscious, because often we will censor it or say that can't be right. So I think just trusting yourself and believing that your subconscious is showing you the right information, that's going to help you.
Mark, thank you for sharing your wisdom, because healing often begins when we stop fighting ourselves and start listening to what our spirit is truly trying to reveal. So where can people find you, Mr. Mark Gerlach?
My website is gerlachhypnotherapy.com, so people could find me there. I'm also on Substack at Gerlach Hypnotherapy, and I put out weekly posts there, which include some hypnosis audios and just some research that I'm doing. So I put something out every week on Substack as
Oh,
well.
wonderful. Thank you. Sometimes the answer we seek aren't outside of us. They're already waiting within. So remember, tune into your spirit. Subscribe and listen to the full episode on Radiomedium Lauralee podcast. Please subscribe, review, share this episode with someone who may need to hear this message right now. And be social with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube too.